Oscar and Miguel are a Spanish and Latin guitar duo, combining Spanish flamenco guitar from Oscar's Southern European background and Latin American guitar from Miguel's El Salvadorian Central American background. Oscar is the winner of the CFG Malaga, Spain 2012 International Guitar Competition, and Miguel has been playing guitar since the tender age of 5, when his grandfather gave him his first guitar.
So there's a lot of history with the Spanish guitar. It's quite interesting, and how it's transferred from Spain all the way over to Latin America, and the Spanish influence on the world is huge, right? I mean, they've conquered, at one point the Spanish king was in charge of a lot of the Americas, and a lot of the American world is Spanish speaking, right? Latin American, Central American. And so there's a vast musical culture in all of that, right? So when you say you play Spanish guitar, well, I mean, that could be almost many different things, right? There's many different genres of Spanish guitar and music, which I think is why it's so intriguing for me, right?
My preference probably is a bolero. 1950 in Mexico, they were great groups. It's called trio. They were playing 3 guitars and 3 voices, 3 vocals, first, second, and third, and they create beautiful music. And I fall in love with the bolero. With my friend Oscar, we played a song that is called El Reloj, means the clock. And this is a bolero song.
The first couple of songs we played were a bit softer. You could almost say more like the Segovia approach to the guitar, not really, it was more of caressing the strings as opposed to really digging in and getting a loud, aggressive, almost, the flamenco is like the rock and roll of Spain, right? In the old days, maybe 1800s, 1900s, you really, you know, they were long-haired, you know, yeah, more like the rock stars, right? So often they got the bad rap of, you know, not being the high end of society. But nowadays the flamenco has, you know, some of them are some of the most famous musicians in the world because they're just amazed by their technique and the incredible virtuosity, right?
Ay, amor, quiero que vuelvas. Ay, amor, aquí estoy. Ay, amor, quiero que vuelvan. Ay, amor, aquí estoy. Ay, amor, quiero que vuelvas. Ay, amor, aquí estoy. What I'm hoping is we can work it out, be together, you know, and so far we're doing great. You know, we play. I love the way he plays. He's an amazing guitar player, and you know, I played Latin rhythms, and they were trying to create a, you know, combining two styles to see where we can, you know, bring up to the community.
Having the duo, it frees me up a little bit more to play more solo guitar playing as opposed to trying to cover the rhythm guitar, the bass line, everything all at once as a solo guitarist. it was a real challenge because also it's easier to hear my mistakes. So with him, I can my fingers can take a little bit of a break, and I can even take a break and drink a glass of water, clap, pick up a drum or something. It's a lot more fun. It feels more like a party, or in Spanish they call it a juerga, where it's like the flamenco people will get together and stay up all night dancing and singing, and just an impromptu, spontaneous jam. So it's really given me a lot more freedom, and it's fun to have someone with that Spanish heritage to play off of and even learn from. So I've really enjoyed it.
For more information on this week's artists, you can find them on the web.